everybody. How are we this Sunday? How's everybody doing? A true pally, for sure. Dullahan is a true paladin. It's just, is Kyler worthy of being a paladin? These are the questions we had to answer. Sometimes he is. Yeah, he's all right. All right. So, yeah. Hope everybody's doing great. It's nice to see everybody that's here on this Sunday. We are waiting-ish on our friend Kat, who plays Tiny. Unfortunately, she's got like some move stuff going on or something like that, so she will be here. She's just going to be coming in late. We were kind of hoping that she'd be able to make it like for the start, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. But no big deal, we've got stuff planned for that. Everybody else is good to go, I believe, so let's go ahead and switch this and unleash them. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Are you guys alive?
No. Yes.
I am vengeance.
Oh my
Nathan's
god.
not.
All right, Batman. No, Nathan's very, very much alive.
Very much dead.
Well, he's alive until Tiny gets to him, but that's besides the point.
In fact, it's almost like Nathan's like super alive.
I
Gads, how
remember
you
his
doing,
sticks
buddy?
went out in the middle of the night, and
Yeah, he did do that. Sure, yeah.
I do that all the time. What are you
Mhm.
talking about?
And then all of a sudden Nathan was dead.
Man, I just don't know what could have happened.
Man, it's crazy.
There's some spores on his clothing.
Right. The spores you guys don't have access to.
In the garden.
You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. We actually do know where they're at in the garden.
They're not in the garden.
No?
They are
Oh,
now.
They are now.
I mean, technically they were in the garden any time that Xander was in the garden. As
Okay.
they
So
were all
Xander
in his
has them,
pants.
so we just need to go to Xander then.
It was like follow me around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The plant's just like him.
All right. So last time, the party woke up after a really well rested sleep. They watched Xander's fight as part of Trial 2. This is a couple sessions ago. After that fight, they witnessed the Paladin and what seems to be like the ambassador or the mouthpiece for the order kind of have this like altercation inside the keep. And then they were told of their third trial, which was that one of them was poisoned and that the ruby that they had would turn red if the poison was dealt with. And it was currently like a white, milky color. And then they had a vial, and they were told that it was the antidote, which was correct. It was an antidote. It was correctly identified as an antidote by Kyler, actually. Just not for what. The party then proceeded to go every which way to determine who was poisoned and stop it. You guys actually did pretty good. I mean, you guys found out a lot of stuff. You worked really well as a team and stuff like that. Eventually got to the point where Kyler and Xander went downstairs. Hold on, let me pull out my drive. I'm blanking on names today. But they saw Verena, who is the cleric that we've seen a couple times already. She basically cast detect poison on everybody, determined that nobody was poisoned, And then when confronted with Nathan, he had said that they had passed the trial and that the poison was never really an issue. There was just some poison dusted on Xanther's leg for the crystal. And that's pretty much where we left off. You guys had headed back to the inn with the intention of, I guess, getting a good night's rest and seeing what the order had in store for you now that you were initiates. Any questions, comments, concerns?
I mean, my only concern is what you said in chat, but that's besides the point.
So everybody, I assume, goes back. Does anybody not go back to the inn?
I stayed at what's her faces, remember? And chatted her up the herbalist.
Yes, you did, which I do know what her face is. If you give me a second. There's a lot of characters, okay?
And they're all named Nathan.
Every single one of them is named Nathan.
You beat me to it.
Seath. The herbalist
That's
name
it.
is Seath, yes.
Nathan Seath.
So you... My B? Yeah, it is totally your B. So you hung out with Seath after Nathan left? And
Yep.
the party left? Okay. What did you try to talk to her about?
Flirtatious intent.
Got it. Go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay. As soon as I can remember where that is. One of
And
these
it
days
begins.
Towards the top.
Yep, character. Do you just want me to click charisma or
No, there's
saving
a
throw? There it is.
saving throw, yep. She is super not interested.
What if I had advantage? Cause
On a scale of 1 to 20?
No, don't worry about it. You already said I failed.
She's super not interested.
That's fine. Then I'm gonna return. At least I tried.
Yeah, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Vorag, did you go straight back to the inn, or did you go to the sanctuary?
I mean, I planned on getting up early for that.
Okay, that's fine.
I've had enough shit today. I failed in investigations. I couldn't find a book in Primordial.
You could not. No, you could not. You
I
poor
just want to go to
bastard.
bed. I'm disappointed. I just want to sleep.
All right, yeah. So, you guys make your way back. It's safe to say that Tiny is also with you, probably angrily cursing the situation and Nathan, and then slowly pulling her book back out and devouring herself back into the book. You guys get back to the inn. Did you do anything, or just go straight to sleep?
No, I'm just gonna go straight to sleep.
Okay.
I will have one ale. Because I solved the case.
Yeah. Hold on.
You did good.
Forgot the barkeeper's name.
I'm working on
Or
it.
I don't remember names. You guys all look the same to me.
Inris.
And
Yeah, Inris is awake, and as you come in, and you ask for the ale and
I
stuff
still
like
have
that.
my 2 cups. I still have
Yeah,
my
from
2.
earlier, yeah. You kind of like hand her back the cups, and she just fills one back up for you and hands it back to you.
Thank you.
Kyler, you doing anything, buddy?
Bedtime.
Bedtime? All right. Do you attempt to pray or anything before bed, or? It's worth saying that you might feel slightly assaulted by Vanera. Like,
I was assaulted by her?
insulted, sorry.
I thought
She added salt to you.
I mean, yeah, she was a little mean about the whole paladin thing. She assumed your paladinness.
I don't know what she's talking about. I'm just
Right.
gonna go to bed.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys do go to bed. Tiny will have gone to bed too, or at least you guys see her walk into her room. since she does have her own room.
Oh, I'm sure she's reading her book.
Her
that she was
If
given.
not, she's probably
dirty
got another
novel.
one.
Yeah,
Her dirty novel.
that's exactly what she's doing.
Just reading smut out in the public with a smile on her face, just buried in it.
All right, yeah. So you guys go to bed. Everybody has a pretty restful sleep. No real issues. Nobody like tossing and turning or anything like that. Vorag, you said you try to wake up early.
Yeah, I'm getting up super early. I'm getting up at the butt crack of fucking dawn. Let go.
Okay. Roll perception.
I don't approve of this already.
You see what Tiny is reading and are horrified.
No, I perceive nothing. I am still asleep until
Yeah,
noon.
you're pretty sleepy. Nah, I mean, you wake up pretty early. You're not like, when you wake up, it's not like the couple hours early that you wanted it to be. But it's pretty decently early. It's definitely before any of the others get up.
Perfect. Then I'm gonna put on some pants. Put on some pants, shirt, and I'm just gonna go find out where that sanctuary's at.
Okay. You're not gonna ask, Kyler for help or anything, since you know for a fact he was there.
Nah. He doesn't need to know anything. No one does.
Okay. Yep. So you put on your pants and you go to sneak out of the room. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Now that's just not fair.
I'm just curious about something. Okay. Yeah, so I mean,
I hear him.
even
No,
with their passive perceptions, they're
I
asleep.
hear nothing.
you hear nothing.
So yeah, you're definitely not waking them up or anything like that, especially over Xander.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
I
yeah,
might as well
you
wake
guys
up early too. See
Okay.
if I notice him.
see if you notice him waking up.
Let's see if him shuffling about, yeah.
Well, I mean, so your character wouldn't have a reason to wake up early.
I wanted to get outfitted to get the longbow, remember? See if I could get one, but I was told earlier that I had to be whatever it was.
A member? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll perception.
Fuck.
You actually wake up before he does.
Okay.
You know-
Do him first. Mine's simpler.
Okay.
We're not actually members now, are we?
Well, we'll get to that.
we'll
Oh
get
yeah,
to
that's
that
right. We're
later.
initiates.
So,
No, we've been initiates.
You're going up. You're awake.
yeah, I mean, you are awake before everybody else for quite a bit, and you're definitely able to like get out of there and into the keep and stuff. But if you want to do Vorag's first, it's cool. Vorag, yeah, you wake up, no issues. You feel pretty good. It's a little later than you wanted, but it's not that big of a deal. And you're able to get out of the inn without waking anybody else up or having anybody else really notice you, and make your way to the keep.
To the sanctuary.
Eventually, you get into the keep. You're standing in the big giant like great room, and then you realize you don't know where the sanctuary is. You know where the library is.
No, I asked her when fucking last night I stepped outside and asked her where it was at. Because I wanted to double check where she said also.
I
I
don't
forgot
remember.
about that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go downstairs. Once you go downstairs, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You're just not
Where
awake
are
till
your
you've had your
rolls?
coffee.
I am not awake. I have not had what's
well, I mean,
coffee.
no, it's not like it's super hidden or anything like that. So it takes you a second. You kind of like walk around a little lost for a second, but you find it pretty easily. And you walk into what is essentially like a small forest priory inside the building. So there's a couple stone pews. There's a very simple stone altar in the back. And there's a statue to multiple different deities. Your deity, go ahead and DM me that because I just want to make sure I have the right one in my head.
It's Dragon Pantheon, if that helps. It's fucking-
Either which way, your deity is not represented.
It's got one.
But yes, so at all like the statues and stuff like that, there is a statue of Bahamut.
Yeah.
But you do
Doesn't
not.
surprise me.
Yeah, you do not recognize your deity.
That's fine. Do I see anybody? Oh.
No, so as you first walk in, you definitely don't see anybody. It's extremely quiet. It's kind of eerie. It's weird. So far, every time you've been inside the keep and stuff like that, there's always noise and people moving back and forth. And when you went in that great hall, there was a couple people like sitting down at a table, nursing coffee or tea. You're not really sure. But once you get down the stairs, like it's deadly silent and it's kind of weird. As you sit in here and you kind of like take a second to look around, you really don't notice anybody at all.
All right. Then I guess I'll just very politely walk around and just, look at things.
Peruse the gallery.
I'll peruse the gods.
All right, yeah. So after probably about like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that, as you're walking past another one of the statues, you see Verena walk out of the shadows from behind the Bahamut statue, which is one of the center statues.
All right.
She kind of like looks you up and down, and she says, "Oh, I remember telling you to come here. Interesting that you chose to do it so early in the morning."
I mean, better early than late at night when I'm tired.
Some of us are tired in the morning.
Yeah.
So, why is it that you hide your gift?
It's not so much that I hide it, so much as no one has asked yet.
Well, how do they know to ask if it's hidden?
I mean, it's not really hidden. I used holy magic in front of them and no one asked anything.
Who is your deity?
Halal.
Ah.
That's totally halal.
Ha. I knew someone was going to make that joke.
Well, all I can say is there are few of us in the world left. And by us, I mean healers and clerics. This world is always set for war, never set for peaceful reconstruction that it brings, or that it needs once these wars happen. So I would challenge you, if you are to join the order, to make it a little bit more known that you're a healer and that people can rely on you.
All right. And
There's
how would I
always
go about
work
doing that?
for healers to be done in small villages and places that you go.
I mean, if I see healing work that needs to be done, I generally just do it without saying anything. I prefer no recognition.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Well, I just wanted to speak and get insight onto the newest member of my section of the order. As you can see, I'm the one that runs the sanctuary. Anyways, this is an all-faith temple, so feel free to pray to whoever you actually need to pray to. While you're here, you will not anger any of the other gods.
Well, that's good to know.
And she kind of like bows her head at you and turns around and walks back behind that statue.
All right.
Roll perception.
I can do that.
Cool.
Hey.
As she walks back behind that statue, you hear the sound of like stone scraping on stone floor. It's super subtle, so it's not like super grating or anything like that, but you can tell that something's moving behind the scenes.
Super grating.
God.
God. And then you hear it like move back and set in place. All right.
Let's just roll a death save, please.
Roll
I
a
woke
death
up
save.
long before you did. Let's just like have pun detecting sleep powers, which in case you do, that'd be amazing.
Are you doing anything else?
I will contemplate what she says for a tiny bit, and then I will probably just go start walking around the upper levels of the keep where I won't get lost. Actually, no. I'm going to go back to the library and find me a book in Primordial.
Okay. Sure.
I will find at least one.
All right. By this time, as you're like walking back up the stairs towards the main section of the keep, Kyler and Xander are waking up.
But first,
We will get to you.
okay.
I mean, you're so basically right now you're sitting in the great hall. You know where like the quartermaster usually stands. There's like a little desk.
So I'm
but-
waiting.
Yeah, he's not there.
Gotcha.
So Kyler and Xander, do you do anything this morning?
Wake up,
Yeah.
get breakfast.
Do you
Just
grab your
start-
clothes and put on a little makeup?
And find out where everybody else disappeared to. Why am I stuck on babysitting duty?
That's what you signed up for, Paladin.
I was babysitting you.
It's true, he was.
I, the little one, said I had to watch you.
Yeah. So you guys get up and eat breakfast. Xander, do you do anything specific?
No, just eating my breakfast.
Okay.
He loves
Watching.
his sausages.
I'm watching The Shiny Man.
Okay. Yeah, you watch him eat your breakfast just like you are without any issues. You guys have a decent breakfast. You surmise that the other members are probably in the keep. You also assume that since Vorag wasn't in the room, that Tiny is most likely with Vorag since they're always together.
Alright, guess we're gonna keep after breakfast.
So you're gonna stay there, or are you going to the keep?
Go to the keep after breakfast.
Okay. Yep. All right. Vorag,
Yep.
roll investigation.
Let's go. No. Every time.
For the first couple of hours, it's getting real frustrating, man.
Dude.
It's getting so
I keep finding the
frustrating.
same damn book.
You do too. Like you keep like picking up the same scroll because you think that it looks like something that's written in Primordial, but it's not. It's just like a sigil or something, and it's like the third time you've picked it up.
Let's just keep actually come back to the Idiot's Guide to Poison Removal or something. Just
Yeah.
ugh. God dang.
Something that's like a
One
super
book.
slap to the face. Yeah.
Do I see anyone?
Not really. There's probably like a student or something that you assume is a student, sitting at one of the tables.
Then I will politely walk up to that person, ask them if they have seen any books in Primordial recently.
They'll look at you and say, I mean, I can't read it, and there's so much stuff in here. And kind of just like
You're
look
not
around
wrong.
the room.
I'm just gonna sigh and say thank you and
Yeah.
go back to very sadly looking at the shelves, trying to find one book.
All right. Stisk, the quartermaster has arrived. There were people that were kind of sitting there waiting with you. As the quartermaster went and like put his ledger down and everything like that, they immediately went up to him. And he didn't really ask them any questions. They just kind of said what they needed. And he gave them what they needed, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna go up there too.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, how would I go about obtaining a diplomat's pack and a longbow or a crossbow? Sidebar: do I need to have martial prowess for the longbow for me to actually be effective with that?
You need to be able to use martial weapons. Yeah.
So I don't. I wouldn't have that ability, would I?
I don't know.
No, rogues don't get it. as far
I
as
figured.
I don't think
Seeing as
so.
how we don't get feats, I wouldn't be able to get that either. So yeah, no longbow, just crossbow interested.
Anyways, so he kind of looks at you for a second. He studies you up and down, and he says, "I've not seen you here before. Do you have your mark?"
I was told by Nate I would be receiving it soon.
Ah, well, unfortunately, I can't do any business with you until I have the mark. Cathal is very particular about that. As
But
is Sarim,
once-
for that matter.
Once I have that, I can get those two things easily.
Well, the diplomat's pack might be a little hard to come by, but we'll see what we can do for sure.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay. Do you go? Where do you go after that?
God, it's a great question. I'm gonna ask him if anything's going on today.
Not that I know of. Usually, there's people running back and forth all the time. I stay here in the keep, so I keep track of the stoles and what's going in and out and all that kind of stuff. I don't pay attention.
Do you know where Nathan is?
I assume he'll be running around shortly. He's usually around or out and about in the Great Hall at this time.
All right,
Or
I'm gonna
near
go
this
try to
time.
find Nathan. I'm
Okay.
gonna thank him and do that.
Okay, so it's about this time that as you leave the quartermaster's desk and walk back towards the Great Hall, both Xander and Kyler are walking into the Great Hall.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to those guys quick.
Okay.
So, Kyler, Xander, apparently did Nathan mention anything about getting a mark?
I don't know.
Not that I remember.
Because apparently we get a mark before we're able to do some things here. She said we were in, right?
Just said we completed the test.
Ah, another test. Okay.
Nah, man, it's not another test. Come on.
There's another one that we got to do though before we get that
guys-
mark.
Why are you guys always hating on Nathan?
I'm not
I
hating
mean,
on
I
him.
don't
Nathan's-
hate Nathan.
Nathan's a good
I just-
dude.
I just know Nathan's probably gonna die.
All right, Forge. Another investigation check.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Oh. Do I do it?
Yeah.
What's the book?
So you dig through a bunch of different stuff, and you eventually find a scroll written in Primordial. As you pull the book out or the scroll out and you read through it. Second. Cool. It tells you it's written like a fable.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you about a story of a dragon.
All right.
A second. Named. Oh my god. So much.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay, cool. A dragon named Terra and Shay, also known as the Great Queen of the Sea.
Ooh, ooh.
All right.
She's explained to be some type of sea leviathan, bigger than any dragon that walks on land. and that her home is somewhere in the Saren Sea, and that's why it's not called the Saren Sea.
Mhm.
But your character understands that that's where it is based off the geography of what's written in like the fable.
Yeah.
But
Picture of a
basically,
cat.
basically, it describes her as a guardian of an entrance to the elemental plane of water, and that she's not just a dragon; she's considered a demigod. It also shares stories that sailors who witness just portions of her come back with rumors of giant sea monsters bigger than their vessel itself.
Yay.
And you get the idea that these stories are where all of the Saren Sea is haunted and full of sea monster myths come from.
I'm going to very happily take this and attempt to go find some paper and pen real quick.
Yeah, that's actually super easy to do.
Okay, then I'm going to write it down in. I'm going to how big is the scroll?
It's going to take a couple sheets of parchment, but you can like copy it out.
All right, then I'm going to copy the scroll in 3 languages.
Okay, so more than a couple sheets of parchment, but okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down once again in Primordial. I don't want to take the book out of the library.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it in Draconic, and then I'm gonna write it in Gnomish.
In Gnomish? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you do it fucking flawlessly because your character's weird.
Shh, it's okay. And then I'm going to put the scroll back where I found it. I'm going to make a mental note of where it was at, and then I'm going to very happily walk back with my piles of paper.
Okay, you're not going to look for any other books or anything?
No, I found what I needed, Mac.
Okay,
I found it.
interesting. I'm glad that Dullahan got something out of that.
What did Dullahan get out of that?
It was from the one shot.
Yeah, Blossom.
From the one-shot?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one shot to Okaha Island that we did.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Cherry
remember.
Crochet was mentioned.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Mm.
My bad.
Anyways, no, it's all good.
It was in my art.
It
Come
was
on,
in his
bro.
art.
Oh, that's true. I
Super
forgot
good
about
art. Was it worth it? Anyways,
Had to be snakes, man.
so you make it back, climb the stairs and everything. You've got your scrolls of parchment. As you're doing this, and you come into the Great Hall, you see Nathan walking, and then you look over to your right and you see Kyler, Xander. You see Xander, really. And it's at this time we'll switch back to the others. Xander,
All right.
what are you guys doing?
I'm just following this guy.
And Kyler and Sisk are just, looking for Nathan?
I'm waiting for him. I'm assuming he's gonna come to the hall eventually.
Okay.
Just
All
looking around, spending time.
And at this point, I assume Vorag would have walked up to the group.
Big old smile on my face, and
And a giant stack of
Loads of-
papers.
yep,
What's with the papers?
I found a book, and I copied the book 3 times.
Why?
Reasons, and I'm just gonna sit down and just be happy with my paper.
Can I have one?
I mean, you can look if you want. I don't care.
Like a copy?
I mean, sure. And then I'm gonna hand him the one written in Primordial.
Okay.
Okay.
You look at this, and it's weird ass like glyphs written down.
Teach
on a
me how
piece
to
of
read
paper.
this.
Okay, and then I'll just hand him the one in Draconic.
Again.
Well, I
look at
understand
that.
Draconic.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're able to read it, and you pretty much get all the same information.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get a very tenuous grasp at Primordial.
Roll straight intelligence.
Ugh.
Just click on
no
the word
saving throw, just
intelligence.
click it?
Nope, just click it. Nope. Not even a little bit.
I'm gonna hand those back to him and be like, yeah.
And I'm just going to neatly put them back in the respective piles and just be happy.
Okay. All right. It's about this time, Kyler, that you would probably notice that Tiny is not with Vorag like you thought she would be.
Well, she must be doing something. Everybody will show up here eventually. They have
She might
so
be asleep.
far.
They have so far.
They have so
It'll be fine. All right, yeah. So you guys sit down. You notice his ridiculous amount of papers and stuff. Eventually, about 20 minutes later, Nathan does come up to you, a little flustered looking. He's not as composed and put together as he normally looks. But when he sees you all, he smiles like he always does and sits down and says, gentlemen, how was your sleep?
Good. You look like you didn't sleep so well.
Well, things in Alexandria get worse by the day.
Oh?
Oh, yes. In fact, they still insist that their queen was poisoned.
They have a
Well,
queen?
not poisoned. I'm sorry, Duchess, whatever the hell they call her. I don't pay attention, to be honest. I'm not from there. Anyways, but yes, they insist that Malith, Duchess or Queen or whatever she is, was poisoned. Although she's still alive, and that fucking guard of theirs has made getting in and out of Alexandria pretty much impossible for anybody at the moment.
Well, luckily we got out just in time.
Seems like you did. I'm kind of interested in how you got out just in time as your random group of strangers crossing the bridge, I assume.
Let's just call it luck. And or a chance. You know, we had some help from fate.
Alright, well, it sucks because there's always good work to be done for Alexa and Hobbling, but I guess we'll have to wait, or we'll have to find the killer ourselves, or who knows. Bigger fish to fry. Anyways.
Well, if it helps you any, the killer is, or the attempted killer was apparently an elf. At least that's what they're looking for.
And it wasn't me. I already got checked by the guards.
This is true. He did clear the border patrol.
Did the Border Patrol even look at you?
No,
I'm pretty sure they looked at him. I don't know. I was
they did not.
with the gnome spitting in a guard's bun.
Regardless, he was with us.
Yeah. You were doing that. Anyways. Yeah, so he kind of like looks at you all and says, well, so back to why we're here. You are now initiates. Welcome to the order, kind of. Once you complete this quest for us, you will be full members and reap the full rewards of the order. You will be able to pull quests off of the guild wall, which usually come with some type of monetary reward, not to mention the diplomatic immunity and protection the guild itself offers. Yeah, so I have funny reports coming out of a place called Closehaven. Do any of you know where Closehaven is? Stisk, roll history.
Sounds pretty close.
I don't.
I
I'm just gonna
hate you.
jump on
A,
that
B, C, D,
and say I
E, F.
don't
Nope.
know where it's at.
I'm getting
Nope.
to assume it's in Valenesta.
Oh,
I did get that one map though.
Yes, you did, but
Okay.
it's not super marked.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the map and I'm gonna be like, show me on here.
And he does. He points straight out to exactly where it is, which obviously is right here.
Hey, where are we?
You are here.
That's not very close.
Oh no. It is not close at all.
Near, far, wherever it are.
Something like that. Anyways.
Wherever it are.
So, you he explains that I've been getting weird reports. The town of Close Haven's a little weird in the kingdom of Valanesca. Although they're a part of the kingdom and they do the things that everyone in the kingdom is supposed to do. They're more like a religious city, a city based solely around Saloon. Vorag and Kyler can roll religion if they want.
I will do that. I know nothing.
Neither of you have heard of Saloon. Even though I'm pretty sure she's one of the 12, you still don't know who she is, Kyler. Anyways. Somebody's figuring out that their worlds are connected. Anyways.
So, what reports are you getting?
Well, weird things about people turning into animals and children disappearing in the middle of the night. It seems that Close Haven is at a war with the woods to the south.
Woods to the south.
Now, naturally, this would be something that you would assume that Valanesca would take care of. However, the growing tension from Alexa has Valanesca on edge, as is. They've massed their troops in Rivrun, as well as the usual combative threats they have to deal with in the wilds, and crossing over the river into Delft. So Valanesca is quite busy, which leaves Close Haven our kind of problem.
All right.
Our kind of problem.
Your kind of problem. Exactly. You've got it. So what I want you to do is go to Close Haven, figure out what the fuck they're talking about, and deal with the issue. All in the name of the order. Come back, we pay you, you're a member of the order.
Can we get anything before that, or just go as we are?
What do you need?
A crossbow and a diplomat pack.
I can get you a crossbow.
Okay.
Anybody else?
I need bolts.
Well, clearly, I'm
What
not going to give you a
happens if
crossbow.
we
without
get
ammo.
there and there is
Just
no
had to make
Close
sure.
Haven.
And there is, I'm sorry? There is what?
No Close Haven because of this war
That's
and
a
the
good
length
point.
of time. It took the reports to get back to here, plus the time it's going to take for us to get there.
Yeah, so as you're looking at the map and everything like that, you know that even going to Ire and then up to Close Haven, or just straight the way the Raven flies, which would be probably the best option, is still going to take you a good 2.5 weeks of travel. Especially without horses or anything like that. So, as you say that, Nathan looks at you for a moment. He says, well, I can see how that would be an issue. So, before you leave, send that small annoying one to see me in the alchemist's lab, and I'll have something for her. Basically, I will be able to see what I need to see.
After the small and annoying remark, I'd like to mumble that she's not annoying, she just doesn't like you.
Right, well, you know. Tomato, tomato.
Speaking of which, does anybody even know where she is right now?
Probably in her room, caught up in her book.
Ah, okay.
Or in the library.
I mean, if we're done with this conversation, I can go check.
Or in the library. You know that, well, Vorag knows that she's not in the library.
Yeah. At that comment, I would definitely say, not in the library. I was there.
For how long?
Unfortunately, hours.
So she could have walked in while you were there, and you could have not noticed. But that's besides.
Oh,
that's
no, trust me. I was paying close attention.
Anyways, yeah. So Nathan looks around and says, "Well, I will see about procuring your crossbow. Does anybody else need anything?"
If you can provide us with some healing potions or something of the variety, that would be greatly helpful.
Rations.
I'll be honest, a dungeoneering pack would probably be helpful.
I'll see what I can scrounge. Anyways, so that's that. We'll talk tomorrow, I assume. And like I said, send the annoying small one to my alchemist lab before you leave in the morning. Send her tonight, that's fine. All right.
I'm sorry, but
So hold on.
Just to hop in. Is anyone else like convinced this is like Fable soundtrack right now?
Oh, it is 100%.
You didn't notice when he put it on when someone was reading a scroll of Fable? I was tempted to ask, is it like a Fable 1, 2, or like the terrible third one?
No, it is.
I approve of this joke.
Fortunately, that's just the best option that we have for what we're in right now. I don't have the other soundtrack set.
Music's good,
Oh,
man.
no, I do. I lied.
How dare you?
How dare I,
Stop.
indeed. Anyways, so the camera
track
pans
back.
off of you, 4, and to Tiny.
Hello.
Hi, Tiny.
Hi.
You just woke up. It's like noon.
I grab my book and I start reading more.
Yup.
Hey.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you just continue reading, and we go back to the other 4.
Yeah,
Are you
like
guys
I said,
good?
gonna go check, see if Tiny's awake at this point.
Okay, all right. And
I'm gonna take my happy stack of paper and go.
Okay. Anybody else? Doing anything? No? No? All right, cool.
Gonna wait for that crossbow, rations, and bolts.
All right. So yeah, you do walk downstairs, back out into the inn. It takes you a little bit of time. You knock on Tiny's door, and Tiny, you hear him knocking.
Yes.
It's me,
Hi, Vor. You can come in.
and in I walk with my happy stack of paper.
What you got there?
I found a book in Primordial, so I copied it 3 times.
Oh. You copied it 3 times.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna hand her the stack of paper that is specifically in the order of Gnomish, Draconic, Primordial, and I'm just gonna sit there and wait. Just
Yeah.
Why? There's so many papers.
I copied a book 3 times.
I like throw it on the bed.
Yep.
Why would you copy it 3 times?
Look at. Do you not see the difference?
Okay. What am I looking at?
So you are looking at a scroll that, as you originally, like, as you read through the Gnomish one, which is the easiest for you to read naturally, you see that it's referring to Terra and Shay roll history. Okay. So you've heard this name before as like a creation story myth.
Did I roll?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah.
It's like a creation story myth.
Mm-hmm.
So as you continue reading, you basically get what I told him earlier, which is Terra Enche is a Leviathan type dragon, bigger than any dragons that walk the earth. And she makes her home in the Saren Sea. And she's
Mhm.
supposedly the guardian of the entrance to the elemental plane of water, and she's considered an actual god or a demigod, not just a dragon.
Okay.
And that she is the reason that sailors believe that sea is haunted and full of sea monsters and all that kind of stuff. So it's
Okay, so
basically
what's
like
what's the point of it?
there isn't any.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's just
there
read it.
is, or
Yeah,
is
I
it?
okay.
mean, you haven't asked me the point
Okay.
of it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I wasn't sure. Okay. So, a big sea monster and a bunch of myths about the Are you really into seafaring novels? I didn't take you as someone who enjoyed the ocean.
No, I don't care about the ocean in the slightest. I just thought you'd be entertained by learning Draconic and Primordial.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I totally am, but I thought it would be more, I don't know, more enlightening, I guess? I didn't expect I would be reading stories about a mythical, dragon and seafaring myths.
I mean, I was just happy to find a book in Primordial, I'll be honest.
Well, as long as you're happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah, I just, I found it and was so happy I figured you would be entertained bare minimum by learning, so.
Yeah, but I've been kind of glued to this book so far.
I'm
so
aware.
It's really good.
You were
Like,
pretty
really
much
good.
done.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah, I'm
book.
gonna have to get the next one from wait, what's her name again?
Inris.
Inris? Okay, I was gonna say Iris. Inris.
Oh,
Do you want
I
to read it?
apologize. I'm sure. Why not?
It's a steamy love romance.
Yeah, it's steamy. There's a lot
Oh,
of words
alright.
like engorged and
Ooh.
throbbing.
Ooh.
And-
Don't tease me like that, man.
and- Penetration.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll read it. And then I'm going to apologize for the large stack of paper that I can't really shrink it.
That's okay. I'll just leave it there anyways. I'm hungry. I just woke up anyways, so I need to get some food in my belly. Do you
I
want to
just
come with me?
realized, yes, I didn't eat. I woke up early.
Okay, well let's go, and I'll take the book back and I can exchange it for another one, unless you want to read it.
I mean, sure.
Yes, you
I
want
see
to.
no reason. Yeah, I see no
Well-
reason not to.
Well, we'll let her know. We'll let Inris know that you're gonna borrow it.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So you guys leave the room. Inris is in the tavern part of the inn, kind of just cleaning up plates and stuff. As you walk in. Oh, good morning. I actually thought you were out running around already.
Huh? Oh no, I stayed up way too late reading your book,
Oh.
and
Hmm,
home. I need the next one.
I bet you do. And she kind of blushes a little bit, not super hard or anything like that, and she walks back into her bedroom. And then a minute later she comes back and she gives you the next two books. She says,
I'm so
"These are the
excited.
last two."
And then at that point, I will politely ask if I may read the first book.
Yeah, of course. She seems very capable of handling books, and I trust that she would not let you mistreat one.
Of course,
I would never mistreat anything in my life.
Well, that's...
you can trust him. He's a
Nice,
good guy.
Anyways, I've taken the liberty of preparing your lunch. I was
Thank you.
interested that you hadn't come by yet. Basically, it's just an apple. There's a tiny sweet roll, and then a piece of ham.
I stuff it in my mouth.
Yep. Absolutely. So the other I know Stiska's waiting inside the keep. Kyler and Xander, are you waiting inside the keep too, or what?
I thought I went back with him, but
Okay, if you went back with them, that's great. So then you guys are sitting in the inn as Tiny stuffs her face.
So, Tiny.
Her.
Now I know you love Nate,
From
but you need to go see him in the alchemy place tonight or first thing tomorrow morning because we're leaving tomorrow morning.
Huh?
We're heading to Close Haven to investigate rumors of wolf or like animals attacking or something.
What?
Did you?
It's a cultist city and we gotta protect it apparently.
Oh.
Well, hold on. Did you hear what I described Close Haven to be? Were you in chat by then?
I don't think so.
Okay, roll history.
Okay.
Dope.
Ew.
You know that Close Haven is somewhere in the north of Valenesca, and they worship some god, but you don't know what god.
Okay. Roger that.
Cool.
So let me get this straight. Nathan, the one who has been a pain in our asses, wants me to meet him in the alchemy room
Yes.
Yes.
So
either
he can
today or
supply
tomorrow.
you with something that'll help us on our travels.
So he can poison me? I
mean,
trust him as far as I could throw him. And it's not very far.
I mean, if he wanted to kill us, he would have done it already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there are
I can
trials.
go with you.
I survived the poison.
But your
God
pants were
damn.
poisoned.
Answer, but he was not. We all made specifically sure that we were all fine.
But I survived it.
Yes, you
Man,
did,
he
Xander.
survived
You were
it.
very
Yep,
brave.
100%.
You were very brave, Xander. Okay, fine. I'll have Vor come with me, just in case I have the urge to throw a fireball at his face.
Well, it doesn't need to be now.
I
You have
normally
all
that's
day.
acceptable. I'd prefer you just not do it in the room full of volatile potions.
Well, that's why you're there, to hold me back if I do something stupid.
This is true.
Well, let's go now, because I kind of just want to get it done and over with, because the thought of even talking to Nathan just makes my blood boil.
All right.
It helps with digestion.
Very well, let's go.
Okay. At some point during all of this disc, Nathan does walk back up to you and hand you a light crossbow with 25 bolts.
25 bolts, alright.
And he says that they do not have any dungeoneering packs.
Okay.
So much unwarranted hate. I agree, dude.
He's just saying that because he
Unwanted
is
hate! Oh, I'll give you unwanted hate.
All right, yeah. So,
This is when I wish my old character was back.
oh my god.
I'd fucking nail a fucking arrow right through his skull, and you know I'd do it.
Your
And
old
it probably
character.
would work too.
Oh my god. Anyways. So, Stisk,
Yeah.
you collect the things. Is there anything else you try to get from Nathan?
The rations for the time.
Okay, yeah, he says that you can collect those in the morning.
Okay.
All right. And then he kind of like walks off down the hall that you know to have like the alchemy stuff in it. Do you do anything else?
Nope.
Okay. At this point, Vorag and Tiny, you've made your way up into the keep, down a couple hallways and into that alchemy lab, where Nathan is speaking with a little gnomish woman. They seem to be having like a heated debate.
Can
About
we hear what
something?
they're debating about?
Yeah.
Roll perception, both of you.
As long as I'm not rolling investigation.
Okay. Tiny, you can see that they're agitated. Della seems to be a little bit more agitated than Nathan, for sure. Vorag, you overhear Della explaining that she only has one, and if it gets lost or broken, she can't make another one.
All right.
Okay. And as you guys walk in, they turn around, and Nathan looks at both of you and says, "Ah, just the one I wanted to see. Well,
just the one I wanted to not see. What do you want?"
great. Anyways, so unfortunately, there is the concern that Closehaven might not be there when you get there. So what
Wait, what?
Closehaven may or may not be there when you get there, which your knight friend pointed out to me, and I agree with. So I have come up with a way that we are able to check whether or not you were able to get to Closehaven. And if you are in Closehaven, you will be able to send us a image of the surrounding area.
Okay.
And he holds out what seems to be a crystal ball. It's like palm size.
Now, why did you need me?
Oh, because I trust you the most.
Really now?
Yes. Roll insight. He absolutely trusts you the most.
Well, as flattering as that is, Nathan. Very well.
He looks at Della at this point and he says, "Della, if you'll care to explain it." And she turns around and she looks fierce when she looks at you. She's like, "Look, this is the only one that I have. It's extremely rare, and if you break it, we can't make another one, let alone hopefully find another one. Don't break it."
Della, you know our kin. We're very careful. Do I look like I'm going to drop it? Does it look like I'm going to let any of, the party that I have with me touch it?
Especially our paladin.
I believe the touch it part.
Hey!
Anyways,
Rest assured, I will be the only one to touch this orb.
this is a magical item that is linked with this
understand.
stone basin. And she kind of points behind her to a stone basin. When you get
I pretty much know how this works, though, right?
not really.
Really?
You know how,
Even without my alchemy knowledge
Well,
and
you know how
my,
sending stones work and message stones, but they
Okay,
usually
that's
have to be within 100 meters and stuff
Oh,
like
but
that.
this is way far. Okay,
But
so I
this
just
is
kind of, okay.
2 weeks away that they're saying that this is gonna
So
work.
this is like a sending stone, but more powerful.
It's kind of like scrying, but only one way
Oh.
and in the opposite direction.
Okay, so you can see what we see, but not vice versa. Okay.
Yes, but only if you activate it.
May I inquire? Well, I know you're going to show me how to activate it, but I would also like to know how you came about to make one of these.
I did not make it. The Order found it.
Where did they find such a thing?
The Order's very good at finding lost treasures.
Lost.
Quite.
At that statement, I'd like to mumble in Primordial that you can find treasures, but not books in Primordial.
God. None of them
Okay.
understand you.
Well, anyways, go ahead and show me how to activate it.
So you place your hand on it like this, and she shows you.
Mhm.
And then she looks at it and she says, "Sindal." And the orb starts to glow white. And then in the back behind her, you can see the stone basin pulsing blue.
Mhm.
And then it creates a weird kind of like the puddle that was in the forest.
Mhm.
It's that mirror effect. And you can see
Okay.
the room in the puddle.
In the basin. Okay. Alright, this is very interesting.
And then when she takes her hand off of it, it goes away.
Am I the only one that can activate it, or others can activate it as long as they touch it and say the word, right?
Any of them can activate it, sure, as long as they've
Okay.
got enough arcane prowess to do so.
Ah, okay. So, in other words, none of them are going to be touching it, except for possibly Vor. Vor's
Probably a
the
good
only
idea.
one I actually trust to be competent with such items.
Well, personally, I don't really care. I don't trust any of you with it, but I don't have a fucking choice. And she kind of like turns around.
What's her name again?
Della.
Della, I'm very hurt.
I'll
bring
sorry.
this back in one piece.
Okay. Well, I hope to see you soon. As soon as I can see you, as it's like 2 weeks to Closehaven.
Very well. I will take good care of it.
Where's Della Zot, please?
If not, if so happens to break, I have another item that you may be of interest that I could compensate you with if it breaks.
Don't break it.
I kind of like slap her on the shoulder, like, we'll be fine, it's okay. And I take the orb and I like take my pack out, like, and I have like a little rag or something, so I like wrap it in there.
Okay.
Like wrap it in the little rag and I put it in my bag.
Yep, so you get everything taken care of, you put it in your bag, and then you slowly walk back out and down to the inn.
Vor, can you believe that?
Believe what?
He trusts me more than any of you guys. Unless
I
he's just
mean-
buttering me up.
He might be, but then again, look at the rest of us.
That's true.
Hey.
Still doesn't
Hey.
mean I don't trust him.
No, I know that's fair, but you know, he does have a point.
So much hate in this group.
Yes,
Doesn't-
it's true. All right,
I mean,
let's
to
go.
be fair, the man did make us fight a bullet.
Yes, he did.
All of you lived, like, but did you even die though?
But I mean, Dillahan
That
almost
can't be.
did.
That cannot be the answer to actually trusting someone. But did you die though?
Hey, listen,
Like- Did you die though?
listen. Y'all are
If it makes
fine.
anyone feel better, at least death isn't permanent.
All right, yeah. So you guys walk back down to the inn.
Until 6E comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then inside the inn, you guys are basically reunited. Stisk, by this time, you would have probably walked back down to the inn.
Hey, Tiny.
Hi, Sticks.
Magic wise, do you know what could be turning people into animals?
Would I know?
Arcana
on-
check.
What?
Arcana check.
I get double that, right? Or I get 2 added to that, correct? Okay. Ho, I fucking
Nice.
know. Oh, I fucking know. I know.
You know that magic-wise, there's like transmutation spells
Mm-hmm.
and transfiguration spells that will change an object from one form to another form, and that you could change a human from like a human to a dog or a frog or whatever, like a polymorph. You're not really sure why that would be happening. There's not really a benefit to do that unless you're purposely fighting.
Okay. I have some idea Sticks, but to be honest, I couldn't really figure out or explain why it's happening.
Alright, because they mentioned the town we're going to is having issues with children going missing and people being turned into animals.
Children going missing and turning into. Well,
Just people in general and children going missing.
I mean, there are various spells and transmutation ones that
Mhm.
can definitely change.
Do you know how difficult they are to
Changing a
Magic
human
up.
into an animal is not an easy thing to do.
It's very difficult, but
Okay.
it also
Like-
wouldn't it require a lot of power?
Fun plan.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm not there. I just says the lady who turned herself into a potted plant.
Look, that was random.
Actually, wait, did we even tell them about that?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay, so what we're going up against is probably some big bad magical mamma-jamma.
I would be very cautious, yes.
Alright.
And I wouldn't go snooping around and going into places that, you know, were not very welcome.
Well, that's why you're not going to be snooping around.
Good point.
Correct. Why do I even bother? Alright, shall we go? We have a
Alright.
long journey.
All right, yeah, it's getting late, so you guys would have spent the night here.
Oh.
You wake up in the morning, you do your normal things. You meet Nathan towards the steps that lead down to the main first courtyard.
The steps.
Yep. Well, at least you're going down this time.
Yeah.
Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall.
And he did like draw out exactly where you needed to go on the map and all that kind of stuff. And he produced enough rations that you guys would be able to basically make it like 2 weeks.
All right.
All right. And you guys set off into the distance.
Mhm.
So first step is the forest. Everybody roll a d20.
I'm immune.
I'm immune.
Oh, well,
Oh, wait, I did it wrong.
9. 9.
Hey.
There.
Hey, cool.
so in consolation, I got a natural 2 on my D2.
I was like, why
That's
is this too green? And then I realized you rolled a D2.
All right. So you guys begin to walk into a familiar forest. It is quiet. It is peaceful. It is tranquil. Dullahan, roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm immune!
Are you immune?
If it's a disease.
It
If
is
it's
not a
if it's
disease.
a disease.
Roll that Constitution saving.
Told you I'm immune.
Okay. So unlike the last time when you were here and you walked through this forest, you do not feel as... You don't feel like
Devoted.
weird, funny feeling, yeah. It's kind of refreshing. All right, so you guys continue to walk throughout the forest. You eventually get to a point where it becomes very thick and dense. And everybody roll perception.
Okay.
As long as it's not investigation.
I know nothing. Oh, Jesus, Kyler, what the fuck?
I see everything. I'm one with the forest.
One with a forest.
She was in my dream.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
God damn.
Okay. All right, so Kyler for sure, and Xander, and Stisk, and Forge. You guys, as you're walking and it gets darker and darker, you are noticing a weird, like, silk on the ground. Oops. Oh, no, that's what I wanted.
Oh,
Not
no.
again.
The bullet. Not again.
No, we'll
Still
go
there.
ahead and
No, please.
we'll get rid of the bullet. He's not there anymore. You guys are noticing like a weird fine silk on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler, it looks oddly like...
Spider webs.
Yep.
It's just not snake webs. That'd be horrifying.
That would be, because I don't make webs.
Yeah, that is
Exactly.
Super horrifying, actually.
A
New
snake with 8
monster.
legs. Ugh, ugh.
Oh, I forgot to mention I'm on Vor's shoulder.
Yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure that's just assumed at this
That's
point.
just standard.
We need to get you like a saddle mate or something.
Why?
Four.
I
Because I'd like to
that.
just picture Tiny's just like being carried around like some kind of leather backpack. Like some kind of.
Like was like a one of those people that swaddle their babies and
Yes,
like in that cloth
yes.
and then just fucking on their back or whatever. Or there's like Christ.
We just need to build a custom throne to sit that's adjusted and comes out of the back of his
A
backpack.
Oh
palanquin.
god, it'll be like
That just kind of reminds
the
me of
Emperor's New Groove.
like a fucking
Yeah.
brain baby, and like a big lugging fucking dude.
Oh god.
Okie dokie. So you guys continue to walk deeper and deeper. As you do so, it gets darker. And even though it's still daylight out, it
Look up.
slowly seems to become nighttime, which doesn't really make any sense.
Is it because all the branches above us are covered in this silk?
A lot of the branches are covered in silk.
I say we take a detour.
Okay, where?
I could have sworn we left in the morning. Why is it so dark?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I'm going to shoot a line of acid straight up.
I am going to step away from him as he does that.
Oh no, you don't know I'm doing it. None of you have seen it except for Tiny.
You're gonna shoot a line of acid straight up.
No, you did that in the
Yep.
the fight at the house.
Yeah, that everyone was blind to except Tiny.
Nope, I was inside the house. I was away from the blindness because it was a 10-foot radius.
But could you see it?
Yes.
Anyways.
How?
I distinctly
wasn't-
remember that you.
I
couldn't
do
see it.
I
wasn't
I
blinded.
do
Yeah.
distinctly remember it only being tiny for some reason.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Anyways, don't forget to fix your health.
Oh yes, thank you.
My health is already. Oh no, it's not.
Pretty sure it's that. Yep, it's that.
'Kay.
Got my HP.
I saw the silk too.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree with the shiny one.
I mean, did anything happen from the line of acid?
So you shoot a line of acid into the air. What exactly are you trying to accomplish with that?
I mean, things suddenly got dark. That can lead me to only two conclusions as a simple dragonborn. Either it's nighttime, or something is blocking the sun.
That's fair. You you shoot a line of acid into the sky, and as you do so, you hear like weird sizzling sounds and stuff. As you notice the silk melt, and it kind of like crumples down, and you like grab some of the branches and stuff like that too that also like disintegrate a little bit, and then fall down.
All right. Was there any noticeable difference in light?
Not really, no.
All right, then I'm going to shrug and not say anything about what just happened.
We're okay.
At this point, can I put one and one, like two and two together, and like figure out what he's doing, and why it's dark?
Yeah, you can see
Okay.
that the trees are densely
Okay.
put together.
Okay.
Cool.
Since we know this is like the Dryad's forest,
Uh-huh.
can I activate my divine sense to see if this place has been desecrated at all?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Hmm.
And no, it is not desecrated.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that this is now a natural thing, and I am not concerned. Let's press forward.
Okay. As you guys continue to press forward, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative. Don't forget to click on your token first.
Oh boy, let's go. So,
Oh my god.
you're just not on the ball today. It's aight though.
Uh,
Hey,
There we
Where's
go.
my
We got a
initiative?
balance.
I don't
Somebody's
It's right in the
guy.
middle. At the top.
I'll just clean up at the end.
Oh.
Are you ready for this?
Oh my
Oh
god.
God!
Logically, this means I now roll a natural 20,
You have a
right?
+3 to initiative. Oh my God!
Look at that! I did!
Hey.
19!
Good job.
It's not too bad.
Hey.
So you go up there, and you go up there. You know, this automatically does it, and I keep doing this every time. All right. And then we'll go ahead and do this.
It's just spiders. You feel no need to be ready for this. You've stepped on many spiders, I'm assuming. No, you're from the desert. I have no idea.
Wait, who's from the desert? Hello?
Xander?
He's from the mountains.
He's the mountains.
Mountains? Oh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was reading from the thing before.
All right, cool. Vorag, you notice that the forest seems extremely dead in this location. What do? It's your turn.
I will very quietly mumble to everyone else that everything is dead here, and that's not a good thing, and we should leave now. And from there, I guess just stay
Roll
where I'm at
perception.
and see what everyone else. Oh boy.
Okay. You notice a faint shimmer
It's the cats again.
in this area.
I will point that out and ask if I should attempt to attack said spot.
Okay. Kyler, your
Anyone?
turn.
Guys, please.
Roll perception, Kyler.
Keep them walking.
Yep, you don't really notice anything. So you're just gonna keep walking forward?
Yep.
I just told you about that, and you're just gonna keep walking? What's wrong with you?
He wants to leave.
The
Okay.
quickest way is forward. We've been in this dark area for a while now, and frankly, if we turn any other direction, we could go even deeper into this.
That's true. You could.
Or by
That's
moving forward, we
nice.
could be going deeper, but I digress.
Well, if we go back, we don't know where going around. We don't know how wide this is. It's not. This isn't a desecration or anything. This is a natural part of the forest. If it was something that wasn't supposed to be here, then the Dryad would deal with it or have warned us of it.
That's true. I see what you're saying, yeah.
That's actually fair, yeah.
Heh.
Xanther,
Creatures
what's
of the wild will
your
have to
AC?
eat.
Oh boy.
Oh, joy.
13.
Oh, fun.
You all watch.
Jesus Christ! It's fucking spiders!
You all
Fucking
watch
knew it. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, I didn't fix that. 1 second.
as this spider mandrill, like this hand, basically one of the front legs of the spider, reaches out and clutches Xander around the waist and then jerks to pull him closer to him. The spider seems to have appeared out of thin air.
I think we found the
Roll a
source of the
strength
shimmer.
check, Xander.
Roll what?
Strength. Saving throw.
I think I have advantage on the.
I think it's only when you're raging.
Could I use. Does Danger Sense work on this?
No.
No, it's not a deck save. Never mind.
Okay. You basically at this point you're grappled.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, Stisk, it's your turn.
I want to see if there's any more around there.
Around where?
The vicinity.
Now that you
Oh
can
no, they're
tell.
gigantic.
You see a
and-
gigantic one right next to you.
Yeah, so there's no obvious shimmer, quote unquote.
Not
Like
really.
okay.
This giant spider that's currently grappling with the Goliath next to you is pretty much taking your full focus.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm going to move 15 feet. And let's crossbow it.
Okay. Miss.
Okay. Rolling to hide, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth with disadvantage as you're in the middle of an open field.
That's pretty much what I figured.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Wow.
One second.
Oh boy, I went in the wrong direction.
Um.
I warned you.
Spiders in an open field, Ned.
Just had to be fucking spiders.
Honestly, that's what he gets for not listening to me about the shimmer.
5 points of damage as the spider appears out of nowhere and bites down onto your plate, crushing into it.
Oh, great.
Kylo.
It got through my plate.
It crushed it down. It's like bludgeoning damage is how hard it bit.
Crunch. So these are dark Pokemon, huh?
God damn.
Now it's dark. It's still hard to see, correct?
It is. It's not hard to see. It's just darker than it should be for the middle of the day.
Okay.
All right. Tiny, your turn.
I'm going to magic missile the one that's biting down on Kyler.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Magic missile.
That's not what I wanted.
That automatically hits me.
It does automatically hit and does 12 damage. Yep.
So.
Oh.
Because I didn't hit you, I hit the one that has Kyler.
Yep.
All right, you guys watch as these purple, magical, like shards of ice, seemingly appear near Tiny's head, and she looks at the one next to Kyler, and they streak through the air and smash against its body.
And I shout, I fucking hate spiders.
Yeah, it seems to have done some damage. Xander, you're up. You can roll a strength check.
Can I rage first?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm gonna rage first because I'm angry.
Yeah, I would be too.
The spider is giving him a hug, and he does not want to be hugged.
This is a no-touch zone. We need Cat's hug acceptance zone.
Is it a saving throw?
This is-
It's a strength saves, yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna attack it from here.
Okay.
Grappled? I can
Yeah,
attack.
you
Yeah,
can
I can still
attack,
attack. Take my great axe out and.
Miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, can't do
Yeah.
anything else.
Vorag, you're up. You still have a midget on your shoulders.
Oh.
Hey! I have a gnome on my shoulders.
Yeah. Whatever.
Wow. No wonder she doesn't like Nathan if you're playing. Wow.
The sass.
Wow. Alright, we're just going to Sacred Flame, the one that's holding our dear barbarian friend captive.
Okay.
It's a DC 14. Save.
Miss. So he'll take your 3 radiant damage.
God.
Hey. I think there's something else with that. Let me go check. Could be wrong.
Nah, it's just radiant damage.
Probably. Alright.
That's why it's a cantrip.
Alright, then that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm now going to... Actually, I'd like to see if there's any more shimmers around. Can I roll perception?
You know what? Go ahead.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah, absolutely. There does not appear to be any more shimmers.
Alright. Then I will move that direction and call it good.
Okay. Kyler, your turn.
I'm gonna slide here to put myself between the
Mhm.
spider and everybody else, and then I'm gonna cast Bane on each of them because I can target up to 3 creatures in 30 feet.
Yep.
Nice.
Go ahead and hit the spell card for Bane.
I am.
Can I use a help action or bonus action outside of my turn?
Hold on.
No, you have to do it on your turn.
Bonus action during my turn. Okay.
Oh, that's why. Cast at low level.
Okay. What's your charisma DC?
It's 12.
Oh no, one of them fails. Okay, yep. So they are both baned.
Ooh, that's nice.
Anything else?
Then, because it's a bonus, I will Hunter's Mark the one in front of me.
You can do that.
I can do that now.
Hunter's mark the one in front of you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I learned how to do that.
Alright. So... Spidey boy. It's actually just going to bite. And he hits. Okay, so you're gonna... Oh, you're raging, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna take 4 points of damage, and then I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Which will be... Hold on a second. I don't have enough dice.
Oh, did you minus the D4 from your
Yep.
attack?
Yep.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to pee.
You're good.
You
Nobody's
are
dead
good.
yet.
Wait, what?
I'm dead.
You're. Oh.
No, he's just kidding.
Trust me, he would not be
Take 10 points of poison damage.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So that's 14 total.
dead. Gotta love giant spiders.
Not just any
Yes,
spider.
you-
Spiders I have no knowledge about in game.
You feel this like as it bites you, you feel like the sting of the actual, mandible breaking skin and stuff like that. And as it pours its venom into you, you can feel it burn. You're able to shake off the effects, but you definitely feel it. Shit sucks. Disc, your turn.
Okay, let's see here. One, two, three. Up. And and I'm going to arrow the one with Kyler.
We're okay. You miss. You haven't really used that crossbow yet. The strings are new.
Yeah, no.
It's hard.
Well,
Those are
we're
some
all dead.
slippery spiders.
Good.
Okay.
What?
It's just gone.
What a surprise!
Maybe for you, I saw the shimmer. I know.
I wish I could do that.
That would be pretty dope.
Wait, do what?
What that spider just did?
The spider
Oh, it
just
just
disappeared.
Yeah. Oh wait, did you say that out loud that you wish you could do that, Six?
No.
Oh damn, I was gonna say, yeah, you do it all the time.
Tiny, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use. uh,
Okay.
hold on, let me get my thing out. Then I'm
Use
gonna
his laughter.
I'm
It's
gonna
super
need to
effective.
look. Okay, I'm gonna use firebolt at the spider,
Okay.
the one that's visible, of course.
Hey, that hits.
Okay, hold on.
Well, what's the damage for the firebolt first? Click on that.
Okay. Come on. 4.
Okay. Now roll the D100.
I just did. Do I have to re-roll it?
No, we can use it.
Okay. Let me look it up. Oh, what the fuck? I cast mirror image. What is
That's
that?
very helpful right now. Very helpful.
What is that?
Pretty super helpful. Hold on, I'm pulling this bullet.
Oh, okay.
Your
have
image
much
of the
experience?
spider?
No, mirror image of yourself.
3 illusionary duplicates of yourself appear in your space. Until the spell ends, the duplicates move with you and mimic your actions. Each time a creature targets you, during the duration, you can roll a determine to determine whether the attack instead targets one of your duplicates.
Wait. So I get to choose if they target one of my duplicates?
You have to roll a d20 for it.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm okay with this. Wait, can I wait?
How many
can
duplicates?
they cast spells for me or no?
They do everything you do.
They
It's
do
just like
everything they use.
So if I cast a spell, then they cast it.
Technically,
No,
yes, but it
it's
doesn't double the effect.
Yeah.
No, it does not double
Okay.
the effect.
they
It's
pretend.
like an illusion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if they cast it, it does no damage, even if it does hit.
Right.
It's like illusion.
The only one
yeah.
that does damage is mine. Got it. Okay. Now, my last question is, are they all on Vor's head?
They're
shoulder?
all like hovering
I
in
was
that area.
literally about to ask that. Do they have weight?
No.
Okay, then I'm not gonna say anything. It's all good.
You're used to Stranger Things. What I think would be hilarious though is hypothetically if Tiny ends up turning into a potted plant again,
Oh god.
you're just covered in potted plants.
Oh god.
There used to
Oh,
be
that
an
would-
easier way to pull from the SRD. That's the spell.
Three of them. Oh,
Yep, she gets 3. Anyways, so that's your turn. Xander, your
sword
turn.
fire does no damage at all,
No, it hits. It
Oh,
seems
okay.
to do damage.
but then it also does the duplicates.
And then the duplicates appear around her, yes.
Okay. Just gonna hit it again.
Okay.
It's okay if it's grappled, Amy.
Yep.
That's just what you want to be.
If it click, great axe. Oh,
Yep, you definitely hit. For
7
points.
plus 2, 9.
That it? Alright, yeah, you like cleave into this spider and you actually take one of its legs off that's holding you. You're no longer grappled.
We're no longer a spider.
It is Vorax turn.
All right. I'd like to roll perception, please.
Okay.
Okay.
You perceive that there was 2 spiders, and now there's 1. And
Oh,
that's
boy.
creepy.
That's creepy. All right. Well, we're gonna. Let's see. What's in my handy dandy book of things? Oh, I'm gonna do a thing that no one's seen yet. I'm going to Ray of Frost the one that's holding Xander.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold out my book and I'm just going, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it hits. For a whole lot of damage.
So much damage.
Dude, it was super a lot.
Dude, I'm the best.
That was
you
cold.
watch as the cold, like, grips the spider, and you can see its, like, legs and stuff tense up. But it's still good. It's still fighting or clashing with the barbarian. Kyler, it's your turn.
And there's nothing in front of me anymore?
No.
I will move. And I will slap Xander on the back.
Okay.
A little
How
lower.
much?
Did you just say lower?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
dude. Good
I'm just
game.
gonna like stare at
game.
him. Take
No,
my
not you,
hand
the
away.
spider. The spider.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah.
What do you? What? No.
I'm spending 5 points to neutralize any poison that might be on.
Okay, yeah. He is no longer poisoned. Good job.
You're
Is that
dead.
poisoned?
Technically, yes.
Oh, it didn't have an effect on me either?
No.
Huh.
All right.
I survived poison again.
Yep. Spider's turn.
Go you.
He's going to bite down, but he's kind of distraught about missing a leg. He's actually going to miss. Stisk, it's your turn.
Man, the spider's distraught?
Yeah, I mean, fucking let me rip off your leg and see how you feel about it.
Honestly, I'd probably be fine with it.
There's 7 more legs for us.
I want to see if I can find where that spider went.
Okay, roll perception.
Damn.
You see a shimmer somewhere in this area for a brief second.
Okay, then I am going to move here. I'm gonna shoot the one blah 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 with Xander.
Okay. Hey, you hit that time.
Hey.
Hey, Lamau.
9 points of damage. You hit, and you kind of hear it actually like screech out, but it's still standing.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hide behind Kyler.
Okay, roll stealth with disadvantage. I mean, yeah, you feel pretty sneaky.
It's behind.
You feel sneaky enough to the point that if a spider were to say attempt to attack you, but it would attack him instead.
Okay. My turn.
Oh boy.
No, it's the spider's turn still.
Oh, fuck.
By
Guess
which you mean
Kyler-
I'm getting bit.
Oh yeah, you getting bit, buddy.
Oh joy, let's
I
go.
need you to roll a Constitution saving throw and take 12 points of initial damage
Where's he biting them?
on like the torso.
Oh, okay. I was like shoulder, then that'd be me.
Oh, hey, I ain't getting no
Wow.
poison today. Get out of
Wow.
here.
Ain't
Wow.
nothing but a thing.
I'm still in pain.
So
but at
12
least
points
I'm
of
not
initial
poisoned.
damage. 8 points of poison damage.
Ow.
Yeah. Oh God, that's not good.
You still standing there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm alive.
So you're fine.
At first, I was afraid. I was
Oh,
petrified.
yeah. I should kill you right now.
No, you can't.
Tiny, it's your turn. It's safe to say that you've probably fallen off of his shoulders as he's hunched over in like death.
Thunderwave.
Okay. Thunderwave where?
Right on me.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Borm.
No, please, just do it like
I love how you're
Here?
like trying to find a place.
here. Do it like here. Like do it like 10
But
feet
then he's
away
going to,
from-
but then he's going to be pushed towards, you know, me
Or
even
there.
more so.
Yeah, but I don't
And
want to
you.
die.
Ugh, fine.
I mean,
Okay,
but
I'll
you
have
choose
it.
the direction the wave goes. You can make it go like this way.
It's a circular. No, it's
Cat's
Hold on.
right.
yeah, it's a circular.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice knowing you, gents.
Like right there.
So where are you dropping it?
Right? She said right on her. So
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it right here.
You're gonna do it right here? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Cast
Well,
it.
wait, because I want to know if it matters if I directly hit him.
If you directly hit who? The spider?
Oh wait, I don't think I can change it because it says a thunderous force sweeps out from you.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying
Why-
to figure out what you're
Oh.
talking about. Yeah.
But I
Oh.
can't, so it's gonna be on me anyways. It's gonna
Yeah.
cast
It
from
pushes from
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
It's like your hands.
Yeah.
It's like a Kamehameha.
There we go.
let's go.
Well, it's in one direction, and it's obviously
wait.
going to be in the direction of the spider.
And not pushed. So half damage and not pushed.
If he fails, what's the save? DC?
Okay.
Okay, there it is.
It's 13.
Hey, look what he did.
What'd
Half
he do?
damage. He's pass.
All right, my turn.
Hold on a second. There we go.
Ooh.
Too bad that still puts me below.
You
So
take
I am
7
now
points of
in-
damage.
I am incapacitated.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh boy. Let's go.
Medic! Oh wait, that's me.
That is you.
And
I mean, technically, Bor was already
Wow.
medic.
Shh, you guys don't know that.
Both of our medics are fucking down.
Xander.
Great. Xander, you
down.
better.
I'm fine.
Xander.
I'm just gonna smash, yeah. Swing the axe on this.
I thought you were
still.
incapacitated. Wait, is Kyler not incapacitated?
No, he's not. He was
No,
joking with
I'm
you
fine.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
earlier.
Holy shit.
So we just take the one roll.
Oh yeah,
So
no.
six.
You absolutely decimate him. You bring your axe down and it splits his head and
Holy
like
shit.
thorax or abdomen in two. He is now dead.
Now I can move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge the other one, but I can't do anything, right?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can get there. Yeah. I need to grab my token. I'm just gonna, yep, stay there.
Vorag, death saving throw.
All right.
Hey, check a save.
Good thing you weren't poisoned too.
I know.
Super good.
God.
Kyler.
Move here. And I'm gonna lay on hands. Lorag, 10 hit points.
Vorag, you're standing.
Yay. I'm not dying.
There's still a spider over you.
Yes, there is.
That's fine. I'm not dying.
Try and cover his body as best I can.
Stisk, your turn.
Okay. There's only one left. Let's try this again.
You hit. All right, yeah, it's still standing, but you definitely hit it.
Oh wait, crap! I could have done a thing. I'm an idiot.
At least you're alive.
Fuck. No, I had a spell. That spider would have already been dead.
Yep.
I have hellish rebuke. I'm dumb.
Yep.
Too late now.
It is too late now. Oh, maybe not. The spider's still here.
Kyler can still sense with the where it is with the hunter's mark, right?
No, interestingly enough.
Never
When
mind.
the spider disappears, it completely disappears.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess
Tiny,
we
it's your turn.
won.
Pixel's barking really bad.
Yep,
Hold
I
on.
hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna just roll what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm waiting for her to type something up.
Yeah.
Chaos Bolt where, though?
The spider is gone.
She can't see it.
Maybe you should roll perception for. It seems to be. It seems to work. Trust me.
Sure, you can go ahead and roll perception first. You get a faint glimmer somewhere over here at one point. Right. Okay. Yep. Your spell goes off without any problems.
Oh, that damage.
Xander, it's your turn.
So if I just run that direction where I saw her shoot, would I just run into something? Or
Maybe.
I'm just gonna charge.
Hey.
Tell me when. I'm just charging.
Yeah, absolutely. You gonna use your
Right.
full movement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I
Go
hit
ahead and
any-
move your full movement. No. You
Oh,
absolutely don't hit
I
anything.
forgot where I was.
You're right there.
So I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
You go. Yeah.
You do not hit anything.
Okay. Not gonna like perception, see if I can see
Yeah.
sense it.
Look with your special eyes.
No.
Nope.
You are blinded by rage.
I'm so angry, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna swing my great axe around me. Can I do
Okay,
that?
Sure.
Where did it go?
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
So I
Sure.
can like. Okay. Did I hit?
Nope. You don't know. Maybe.
I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it.
You're pretty sure. Vorak, it's your turn.
I'm going to roll perception.
Shit, if I didn't hit anything, I
Nope.
don't have rage anymore then, right?
Nope. You are not raging anymore.
Well, fuck. Oh. I'd like to use my Eldritch Sight class ability, and I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
That is I think a 10 or 30 foot radius.
So with Detect Magic, you get a strange, crazy sense of magic right next to you.
All right.
As Tiny is throbbing with arcane energy after shooting off a Chaos Bolt.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
So I
No,
just
there might be
detect
some
Tiny.
divine magic coming from me.
Fuck. I'm going to warily look around and do nothing.
Good plan. I like it. Kyler,
Nice.
your turn.
I'm gonna ready myself to strike at a spider if it appears next to me.
Good plan. Fisk, your turn.
Alright, that spider poofed. I'm gonna see if I can find. Perception.
Nope, it's gone.
Okay. Gonna go here.
Mm-hmm.
Turn over.
Ah,
Oh, goody.
Oh god.
Take 10 points of initial damage and roll a Constitution saving throw. Hooray! Wow, hold on.
still got Bane, doesn't it?
Yeah. Take 22 points of poison damage along with
I am
the
super dead.
10 points
Super,
of...
super dead.
Okay, cool.
Huh.
I only had
Fucking
20 health.
poison, man.
Jesus, that poison.
Good thing I saved another. Nope, I didn't do that.
Tiny, it's your turn.
If by saved you mean you saved me, then
I
yes.
saved you.
Save the important one. I mean,
Wow. Wow. So rude.
Tiny
Tiny's
is...
Oh.
She's currently getting food, so we will take a second. Like her food delivery just showed up. But yes, it is Tiny's turn. So, chat, other than Plummet, who absolutely knows what these are, I'll take guesses for what these are.
I mean, I'm not.
spiders.
I'm technically in chat. Can I guess?
Have any of you guys fought these before?
I mean, this is my first D&D campaign ever, so no.
Definitely.
Have you? Yeah.
Time to.
I was just gonna say a displacer beast that had sex with
Okay.
a spider.
Hi. Pizza.
They
Hello.
are kind of magical spiders, Baby Moose, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. So,
It's your turn.
what? Oh,
Stisk is dead.
wait.
Super dead.
Like,
Like he
Dead,
gets...
dead.
Well, not
He's
permanent
down.
dead.
He's
but
down.
oh, okay. Freak me the fuck out. Okay,
Actually, what's your HP?
I had 20 HP total.
The poison alone incapacitated him, so
No, it did your max HP.
12 plus. You took 12 initial damage and then 22.
Jesus Christ. So he's dead.
Super dead.
Yeah.
So, like, he's not coming back dead.
No, you're dead, dude.
Yeah, that's why I said I was dead.
oh, well, fuck.
Well,
I thought
I-
you had more health than that.
No, none
No,
of
I
us
had,
have
I
more
had
health
20
than
health.
that.
I have 21 hit points max.
I have 22. What's that tell you?
37.
I only have 17.
Mac did it
Listen.
again.
What?
Mac did it
Wait, how
again.
many-
You did it
How
again.
many?
Plummet, please.
How many hit points did Shijin have?
Guys,
20.
guys, I'm just gonna say
20
something right
max.
now. Don't
20
worry about it.
total.
Just kill the spider. I need that spider dead within
I-
10 rounds.
How many spells have I cast? I fucking 1, 2. I've cast 3 spells.
Uh huh.
I don't think I can cast
Don't-
another.
Nah, don't worry about it. Just cantrip the
Points.
spider.
Can't triple what? I just used Firebolt.
Use your sorcery points.
First of all, you have sorcery points.
I don't know how many though.
you
I
have
forgot.
3, so 2 sorcery points
Oh,
will
I see.
give you another spell slot if you don't have one.
I mean, because I can only cast.
And you can
Oh, I
cast
still
any of
have
your
4 slots,
cantrips
so
as much as you want.
fuck it. I want to do another Firebolt.
Okay. Miss. D100.
Fuck. 1d100.
An even 50.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
It's my favorite
What
one.
happened?
You can't speak for the next minute. Whenever you try, pink bubbles float out of your mouth.
Good thing we don't need you to cast spells right now.
Cool.
Alright.
Xander, you're up.
I can't believe he's dead.
Xander, kill spider.
Yeah.
Now.
I'm going. I have 1 point of exhaustion, right, from rage?
Yeah, technically.
Oh, I have to go. I'm gonna rage again.
Okay.
I'm
Matt,
gonna
we're
basically-
run
like at
up.
the starting screen of our campaign
Listen.
and you already kill him.
Listen, I
It's
have a
fine.
thing with phase spiders apparently. Just play
Exhaustion's
the
just
game.
What
my
the fuck
like
is with you?
ability score,
Why does
right?
it gotta
Rolls.
be spiders?
you're good. So the
Okay.
basically the exhaustion cuts itself out. You're good.
I'm gonna just run there. I'm just running and I'm about
Yep.
to swing at it.
Okay.
Where's my crit axe? Fuck.
Miss, man. Borag.
Alright. I'm going to cast Revivify.
Revivify?
Yeah. No. Stop that. He's alive.
Yeah.
I am a poor dragonborn, but that is a reason. There's a reason for this.
You magnificent motherfucker.
I accounted for this. I was warned. I made preparations.
God
you
damn
were
it.
extremely warned, and I'm glad you remember that you had the spell.
I would never forget this spell. I saw it and took it without hesitation.
You have 1 hit point, and you are laying on the ground. This disc.
It's not my turn though.
Oh, I know. I'm just letting you know.
Well, I'm gonna start screaming.
Yeah. Good point.
Probably
You've,
in like agonizing pain. You're probably in shock too because you're back to life.
you've seen some
Mildly
religion.
horrified.
You see some religion.
You've seen some religion.
On the
Tyler.
bright side, since you died, you're not poisoned anymore.
That's true.
Ah!
I'm
He's just
gonna
forever
stab it.
He's just forever, mentally scarred.
No more spiders.
You hit.
That's a 1. I get to re-roll that.
Yep. Great weapon fighting. I think you can just click on it again.
Nice.
And I do the hunter's damage, which is what, d6?
Yep.
Oh, yay.
You kill it.
Wait, do I get to re-roll 1 on my hunter's mark
No,
damage?
you do not. It's only on the weapon. But you pierce it through its thorax into its abdomen, pull it out, and it just crumples. Its legs shoot up underneath it. It crumples to the floor. It's weird though, as you look at it, it's kind of shimmering. And we are out of initiative.
All right.
God damn it, Mac.
What's shimmering? The spider? Or the
The,
weapon?
the spider itself.
Just let out a howl.
I'm just gonna sit down and I'm just gonna lay down and just groan.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I almost died. Someone did die. I'm just gonna groan.
He groans, I scream.
Yeah, you're terrified. You were dead.
Yeah.
You went to the scales and saw Kalimvor.
He was like, hold on for 1 minute.
As you were being ripped from the scales, you saw Kalimvor with an extreme look of anger on his face as you were being pulled from the scales.
I made somebody really, really mad for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Tullian, roll religion with advantage. Kalimvor super, super hates necromancy.
Oh. Huh.
Revivify
Oh,
is
well.
Wait,
necromantic.
who
Oh,
hates?
well.
Wait, who
the
hates?
god of the dead.
At least it wasn't me this time.
I give Disc a really hard pat on the back.
None
No,
of you.
don't do that, please.
Yeah. Dolahan's really the only person that knows any of that about Common Boy.
I'm burping bubbles.
You are still burping bubbles. Yes.
For how long?
The last
But
10 minutes.
I'm just at this point. I'm just like fish-eyed, like you know that fish, that fucking fish emote.
Yeah.
With, like the eyes all. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm like right now.
I run
And
over
I
to
just
her
have,
and start
like,
popping the bubble.
I just have bubbles spilling out of my mouth, just like ah.
So
Run over and
Here, I
start
posted
popping
it
the
in chat.
bubbles.
This is my face right now. Like just shock, just bubbles going out of my mouth.
Bubbles coming out of your mouth.
Wait, do you
yeah.
still have your duplicities too? You have like 3, 4 of you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, there's like 3 of me screaming with bubbles.
Yeah.
So our party consists of a gnome with mirror image screaming bubbles, a dragonborn laying on the ground groaning, and a currently screaming half elf.
And I'm fine for once.
GG.
And the paladin is like, well,
I don't ever
That was
want.
painful.
I don't know what just happened, but there was a spider, and then all of a sudden something got really mad at me, and
I'm gonna rest my hand on Styx's head,
Uh-huh.
give him my little head ruffle, be like, let's savor the moment. We're not dead, and let's take a quick breather and let's keep going before more of these show up.
yes, yes.
I'm
Kylo,
going to.
you
Oh,
now
sorry.
also know that Vorag has necromantic magic.
Don't care, still alive.
Did I see that too? Like him
I
bringing
mean,
back
yeah,
to life?
you saw him bring him back to
Yeah.
life, so
Okay.
you also know
Yeah.
that he has necromantic
I'm
magic.
pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm
everyone saw
pretty
that.
much just freaking out over the fact that he's back alive.
Wait,
the fact that
wait.
Vor-
I'm gonna divine sense on Styx. He's not a zombie, right?
He's not desecrated now.
I'm not
Okay, I'm not worried about it. We're good.
Actually, good point. When you do that divine sense on Stisk, you don't get
Oh, no.
desecration. You don't get sanctity either. He's in like a weird purgatory state.
True neutral.
I would know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm. You don't notice.
And then I
any
can also tell if something was
consecrated or desecrated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm going to loudly mumble in primordial about 300 gold worth of diamonds,
Okay.
and no one's gonna understand it.
No, I don't understand it. So
That's part of the spell components. Is 300 GPs worth of diamonds,
Yeah.
which the spell consumes. Fun fact.
yes, it does. It's not cheap bringing people back from the dead.
No, it's not. But is it worth it? Yes.
Debatable.
Yes, it is. No, worth it.
All right. Yeah. So you guys continue.
How much health do I have now?
So at
So
this
one.
point, hold on.
Kylo did the lay on hands thing.
Well, no, he just told you to get the hell up. It was like a pep talk. 1 second.
While we're now back on the road, I'll do the thing that's class specific for me, and I believe it's 2d6. You go double check.
Well, hold on. So you guys have at this point gotten out of the forest. You will have taken a full rest. So everybody's back to full health. You've got all your slots back
Oh,
and everything
okay.
else.
Okay, good.
Never mind then.
Not exhausted anymore.
No. You're not exhausted. It's been a couple days. You eventually make it back to Riv Run.
So in that time, has anyone asked Stisk about why he was screaming?
It's a Stisk. Do you tell them what you saw?
I
So
I
you
told him
saw when you were dead. You saw a pair of golden scales.
Hold on. Okay, go.
You saw a pair of golden scales, and sitting behind those golden scales was a king. Like a kingly figure, bigger person you've ever seen before, anything like that. Bigger than any giants you've ever seen.
Are you saying he's larger than life?
Yep. Sitting on a black
Get
onyx
out.
throne. I'm just gonna ignore it. So, And he is a skeleton wearing like full plate and everything else. And he beckoned you forward to the scale. You walked to the scale. He beckoned you to stand on one side. As you went to stand on one side, you were ripped from his presence, and his look of complete outrage was burned onto his face. So, yep, that's what you saw. Do you recount that to all of them or no?
No, I'm gonna keep it to myself unless. Yeah.
Okay. You did say some stuff, like you made somebody really, really, really mad. When
Yeah,
you
I
woke
did.
Up. You did say that. Dullahan, or not Dullahan, well, Kyler knows why, knows who it is. So whether or not Kyler tells everybody is up to Kyler.
Well, Kyler, what say you?
He only said Kellenborg, right?
He didn't say Kellenborn. He just said he made
I
somebody
said
very,
I made
very
a dude
angry.
really, really mad.
And you know that the only person that'd be really, really angry about a death and brought back is Kellenborn.
We don't even know he actually died.
No,
I
I think we could
crumpled.
tell he could die.
You-
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure we
there's a
could tell
difference
he
between
died.
unconscious and dead.
Well,
So does Skylar not know he was dead?
Man, a paladin who can't tell when that didn't remember he could cure poison and can't tell when people are dead. You're something, man.
I'm just
I
gonna
hate
stare at
spiders.
Stisk, and then I'll be. Yeah, it's not the first person you've made angry. Besides,
not
it
on
was
that
no
big of a
fault of your
scale.
own. You had nothing to do with it besides the fact that you stood too far away from us to let us protect you and got bit. But that's
I was
besides the point.
Right
We know
next
for
to
the
you.
future to
died
stay
right next to
together.
me.
I was
Hello?
right next to
He
you.
was right next to me. Hello?
Right next to you, not next to me. He could have stood in a nice tight square with us, back to back. Instead, he's made a line.
I was back to back with like two other people. There was 3 of us and 5 tinies.
Okay, now you're misremembering events with your It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry, I might be mildly traumatized from these recent events.
Yes, you're alive, and we're all happy for that.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
what was being dead like?
Horrifying? There was
I don't imagine it ever being pleasant the first time.
the first time.
Well, imagine how bad it's going to be the next time.
Oh god.
That
Yes,
Thought.
that is a god.
terrifies you.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Also, I'd like to make a note. Did anyone ask me about anything after that? Or did everyone just blindly accept it and move on? Because I know
Blindly accepting it that you'll tell us on your own terms and time. You can come out of the religious closet when you feel like it.
see, that's the funny thing about where I'm currently at is I'm neither in a religious closet nor in a closet at all.
I don't know what happened, so I'm just going along. He's walking again, so
Oh man. All right, cool.
Ugh.
The religious closet. Got it.
Religious closet.
Christ. Anyways, you guys make it back to Riv Run and the Greenleaf with Helga.
Helga,
Met, huh?
we've been
Oh.
through some serious trouble, and we'd like a room for possibly a day.
Hi, Helga. Sticks died.
Absolutely.
I died?
No, you. Well, yeah.
No,
That's what
he
that
died.
was?
Yes.
Yeah, that was death.
We fought a bunch of giant spiders and he died. But now he's back to life.
He's not a zombie.
Can
I go get some sweet rolls now?
Yes,
died?
Absolutely. Go
Okay.
aheed.
Yes, you
Thank you,
died.
Helga.
Feel free to take
I
some
go with
baths.
Tiny for the sweet rolls. I need a
Shit.
fucking sweet roll after
She's
that bullshit.
weirded out.
Can I get a room?
Yeah, she's already agreed to the rooms. Just says you can have the same rooms that you were in the last time you were here.
What time of day is it?
It's getting close to nighttime.
Getting close to nighttime. I'm gonna challenge Ford to another drinking competition.
I'm going to decline.
No.
I'm going to
I
eat
win.
sweet. I'm going to have sweet rolls and contemplate my existence.
All right. Well,
Have an ale
that-
with me then.
Sure, just no drinking contest.
Oh man. All right. That is where we will leave it for the night.
Okay.
Fucking Christ.
You fucking killed someone already, Max.
Listen.
And it wasn't me!
Oh,
I have a thing with phase spiders, apparently, because in Plummet's campaign that he played that I DM, I killed one of their party members with a phase spider too.
Yeah.
Except I like killed him. There was no coming back for that dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I was waiting for it. Every combat we went into ever since I turned to level 3, I was waiting because I figured it would be Dualahan first.
Yeah.
The way you just said Dullahan, just like
Okay.
Dullahan.
You mean Dualahan?
All right. Well,
Oh,
thank you
my
for watching, everybody, and hanging out
Yeah.
and being a part of this ridiculous charity stream. Again, just a
And
reminder.
we leveled up.
No, we did not. This is all
dang.
for charity. So any donations or anything like that we get is super appreciated. But even more than that, just getting this out here to your friends and stuff like that, so more people can be a part of the story and everything. Super appreciated. If you missed any of the episodes beforehand, ! YouTube has all of the stuffs, including the cool Lilith mini trailer that we did. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for hanging out. And we love you. Say bye.
Matt killed someone.
I died.
There's no revenge story because he got brought back to life.